Hi everybody, I am doing a short video to answer a caregiver question about a concern. The concern was, my sister is controlling my elderly mother. What can I do? Family issues between siblings when elderly parents need care can be complicated and a big deal to deal with, especially if you're not in regular contact with a sibling or a parent and you're not that primary caregiver. So for this short video answering this caregiver's question, I want to define control of an elderly parent. So this video is not about elder abuse or financial neglect or anything like that. This is about simply the perception that a sibling believes another sibling is controlling an elderly parent. If you're looking for videos on the topic of elder abuse or adult protective services, they are on my channel. Just go up to that little oval at the top that is the search thing, type in the word sibling, APS, adult protective services, neglect, and you'll find those videos. So in this video, the type of control that I'm talking about relates to influence and choices. Influence can relate to what I call positional power of being a caregiver, because let's be honest, if you are a caregiver, you do have a little power over an aging parent. So the assumptions for this video and this caregiver question is that the sister who appears to be controlling the elderly mother is the only sibling taking care of mom. Again, that places the sister in a position of influence or perceived control because your sister's doing all the work and your mom is the receiver of the actions. So, a few examples. If your sister does the grocery shopping and your mom isn't supposed to have, I don't know, Doritos or chocolate cake or whatever, because of a health problem, your sister's not going to buy those items. Your mom may be upset and complaining to you saying, "Oh, your sister won't buy me the things I want at the grocery store," right? But you don't ask to say, well, why is that? What's going on? All you hear is complaint, 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 and you're thinking your sister's controlling. Or maybe your sister, because of her involvement in taking mom to doctor's appointments and the fact that she knows a lot about your mom's health that you don't know, appears to be controlling. So you may be thinking that your sister's doing something wrong when actually she's following the recommendations of the doctor for your mother because your mother hasn't been really good about taking care of her health and she hasn't really followed doctor's recommendations, which is why she's having one health problem after the other. Solutions for this: involvement and communication are two responses to the perception of control that I'm going to talk about in this video. So if you've never been here before, I'm Pamela D Wilson. I'm a caregiving expert, advocate, and speaker with 25 years of experience working with older adults and their caregivers across issues of health care, financial planning, costs of care, legal aspects, and a lot of family relationship problems. So let's talk about involvement and communication as a solution for a sister who believes her other sister, who is the primary caregiver, is controlling an elderly mother. So if you're the sister on the outside looking in and you want to change that balance of control, you have to learn about what's going on, right? So if you live locally, why don't you become more involved and communicative with your mom and your sister about your mom's care? Now, this may be a little uncomfortable, especially if you've been not helping and you've disappeared for the past few years. So how do you start? Schedule a meeting with your mom and your sister together. Let them know that, maybe you haven't had time to help in the past, but you realize that, wow, this could be a stressful situation, and now you want to start helping. Ask your sister how you can help. Ask your mom how you can help. Having this conversation is the only way that you will get information and a clear picture of what is really going on so that you're not mistakenly judging your sister and thinking that your sister's controlling your mom. Or maybe you're going to learn that your mom has become so dependent on your sister that your sister's just ready to pull her hair out, right? There is no replacement for good communication in family caregiving matters, and most of the time this is where things start to just go off track. The control that you may be thinking that you are seeing, maybe your sister who is exhausted by everything she's doing for mom, Maybe your sister has a job and she's married and she has kids and she has all this stuff to do. Well, the only way your sister can manage this is to set some boundaries and exert control over what she does for your mom and how she does it. To you, that may look like control. But I'll tell you, if you were in your sister's shoes, primary caregivers who have no help often feel out of control and burned out, and they're a little angry that family members aren't helping. Their only saving grace is to take control because everything else in their life seems out of control. So let's say you have this conversation and your sister and your mom say, we're good. I don't need any help right now. Well, what can you do? One of the things you really could do, if you could figure out how to do it, would be to give your sister a week off and do everything that your sister does so that you really see what your sister does. You might be shocked at the time she spends. You might be shocked at how demanding your mother is, how your mother expects every little thing to be done because she wants to be waited on. You may be totally surprised. Separate of that, you can visit so that you can observe and see what's going on at mom's house. So maybe you do this once a week on, Saturday, Sunday afternoon. By going over there, you're going to be able to see if mom needs help and what type of help. And maybe you can start doing a few things. If you start showing up, your mom may actually ask you to start doing things if she knows you're going to come regularly. Consistency in contact makes a difference. Maybe in addition to a weekend visit, you call your mom every Wednesday to check in to say, hey mom, do you need anything? I'm going to the grocery store. Can I pick something up for you and drop it off this weekend? Be proactive. Call your sister once a week and check in. Say, hey, is there anything I can do to help you? I really appreciate what you've been doing for mom or dad, right? Your sister may actually appreciate you for asking and start asking you to do things. These gaps in communication and involvement happen a lot when one sibling lets another sibling do all the work, and then all of a sudden the sibling who's not involved becomes a little judgmental. Oh, the caregiver sister's controlling. She's doing everything, blah, blah, blah. Well, why is it? It's because she's the one that sees mom all the time. She's the one that probably talks to mom every day. Mom has come to rely on her for everything because you haven't been involved. Close the communication gap. Close the lack of involvement gap. Then you can really see and have an objective opinion about, well, is my sister really controlling mom, or is my mom contributing to this? Is my sister burned out? Is there something else going on that nobody was telling me? You have to do a little bit of research, and the only way you're going to be able to do that is by becoming involved and asking questions and communicating. Thank you all so much for joining me for the short video. If you have suggestions, questions for future videos, please do post them below. Please press the like button, press the share button, follow my channel, share these videos with other caregivers you know seeking hope, help, and support, and comment even if it's only to say thank you. Your one little comment makes a huge difference in helping these videos reach other caregivers all around the world. Thanks again for being here. I'll see you all again soon in another video.